can trust. Stylist that can make you look fine. Stylist, hit play, don't wait.
All right, beauty cuties, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how to take our Indian custom made wig from a 14-inch down to a 10-inch. So this order came in over the internet. One of our loyal customers. So appreciate all you loyal customers that order from us all over the country. This was a 16-inch and this order came in as a custom. So she ordered it online. She went to La Host Beauty or lahosthair.com and she made the order, but then she called us for specific orders and said, no, 16 is too long. Please make it a 10-inch layered cut. Super easy. Now what you see me doing here is going back in, making sure that those ear tabs are lined up with the eye. Once they are, I put my pins in to make sure that this wig do not move. The worst thing you want to happen is for this wig not to be lined up from ear to ear and you cut it from a 16-inch to a 10-inch and then you find out the wig was crooked on the mannequin head. Absolutely a no-no. Now what you see me doing is called face framing. And that's basically you go around the face and you soften it up by giving it layers. And this is the secret to layer cuts. And when you curl it, you can see all of those layers pop back in. Right now, I got it at I took it from a 16. This is probably a true 12-inch. But if you look over to your right, that one's a little shorter. So now what I got to do is I got to balance it out and make it even strictly across the border. The other thing what I don't want to do is I don't want bulkiness. So what I'm doing here again is I'm face framing, constantly going in and checking to make sure this wig is not crooked. And you do that by lining up the ear tabs from eye to eye. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back to some of my other videos and I actually show you step by step. But again, I am going in and I'm taking some of the bulk out around the sides. And as you frame it around the face, and I slowed everything down so you can kind of see, this is going to soften it up along with thinning. So you want to cut and thin at the same time. Here I'm still cutting. And again, this is called face framing and I'm softening up the edge so it doesn't look like just a bulky, blunt cut. That's the worst thing. That is how your wigs sometimes look bulky and wiggy, because hair doesn't naturally grow like that. So again, I slowed everything down so that you can really see what I'm doing. Now I'm speeding everything back up, going back in, and just really, I'm gonna tell you, the most challenging thing to do with a cut, my love, is making sure it is even from one side to the other. Now that I'm absolutely sure that it is even across the left to the right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare it to be curled. But as you begin to part and lift up layers, you're going to see there's more opportunity to kind of perfect the cut. So you're constantly cutting the wig as you're curling it as well. You have to always be mindful, wigs do not grow like natural hair. That's why some hairstylists, regardless of how long they've been doing hair, they cannot cut wigs because of the weft and the layers. You have to master blending the layers all in as if it's growing like a scalp, a natural scalp. So I'm using a couple of curlers to see exactly how I want the curls to lay. Now with the blue one, the blue flat irons are called C Style by Babyliss. I have like 12 pairs. Those are my go-to. Those are my signature curls. That is what I use to get the look that I like. I like nice soft layers like this, and that's how I achieve it. You can use a curling iron. However, I just like this. C-Style Babyliss. Just love them, love them, love them. Again, as I begin to curl, it's going to indicate to me also where the bulkiness is. So you're going to go back in, and I'm thinning with my thinning shears just to make sure I'm blending so it doesn't look bulky. I always want it to be a little softer at the top, and then it gradually blends at the bottom at an angle. So I'm just about done. I'm going in again and just softening up so it doesn't look bulky. That's what makes a wig. That is what make a wig look wiggy. It's just too bulky. So the world's famous Protect and Shine. You can get it at www.lahosthair.com, and it is our heat protectant. So now that I'm going in layer by layer and softening and making sure everything blend, I want it to kind of look like a soft angled bob. Nothing too like a high angle bob, but nothing too prominent. I just want it to be soft, very, very soft. This is someone's day-to-day wig that she'll be wearing like when she goes to meetings, special occasions. So I didn't want to do too much of a precision trendy look. I wanted it to be a very classy, elegant bob that she can wear day to day. Again, this is pure 100% raw Indian hair with an HD Swiss lace. And it is, I believe it is a 4x4. Could be a 5x5, but I believe it's a 4x4. And it is perfect to fit. If you're interested, again, you know, if you're out there looking for a beautiful salt and pepper wig, how hard they are to find. This is done by your very own Miss Haith Johnson, custom styling here at La Host. So excited to take a wig from this to this. Thanks again, ladies.